We bought this dresser from Facebook Marketplace for only $50, which is completely a steal in my area. And then we brought it home, let it sit for at least a few months, and then we started working on it. First things first, we removed this ugly hardware, cleaned the whole dresser with Crud Cutter and an old damp rag, and filled the hardware holes with my favorite filler, Quickwood. The top had a lot of scratches and it was just not pretty. So I sanded the top down to bare wood. Then I sanded the Quickwood down so it was level with the dresser surface, and while I was at it, I lightly sanded the rest of the dresser with 220 grit sandpaper just to help the paint stick better. Then my husband vacuumed out the dresser and I glued the drawer back together. The next day, with the repair done and all of the drawers taped off, I sprayed Clear Shellac all over the dresser. This Clear Shellac blocks stains from the wood from coming through my painted finish. And since I was going to use a lighter color of paint on this one, the shellac step is super important. So I sprayed 2 coats of Clear Shellac all over, letting it dry for an hour between coats. Then I let the shellac dry overnight. The next day, I turned some latex paint into some homemade chalk paint. So I mixed some calcium carbonate powder with some water, and then I mixed in the latex paint. Then I added some more water to it to thin it out for my paint sprayer, and I put it in my paint sprayer. After that first coat of paint was dry, I fixed more scratches and there was a slight paint drip. I could also see a lot of deep wood grain on the top since I had sanded that down to bare wood, so I filled that in as well. Then I had to spray more shellac on the top so I wouldn't have bleed-through stains coming through up there. I let that dry overnight again, and then I finished painting the dresser. Then I top coated it with my favorite water-based polyurethane. After that first coat of top coat was dry, I noticed some bleed-through stains coming through on just one drawer. So I sprayed more shellac on that drawer, let it dry overnight, painted it again, and then top coated again. Thankfully though, it was finally blocked all completely. So to finish it off, we put new hardware on each drawer, but instead of those poles, we opted for simple black knobs. And here's what it looks like now. Simple and sleek. I absolutely love the new look. And I used to really not care for this style of dresser. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments.